Pyth has reached the 60 cents. It's up more than 75% in the last month alone. And where did you hear first about the positive news? Here on this channel, of course. This is the rally I'm referring to, and things haven't always been that rosy. We first got a pump, then we got a dump, then we got our recovery. And I believe the reason for this initial dump was the market realizing the potentially dangerous tokenomics. So currently we've got 1.5 billion Pyth tokens floating, and in May of this year this will more than double. So my first video discussing the fundamentals of Pyth wasn't that bullish. But then I made another one 3 weeks ago. And what I noticed in that video, which is referred to as mind-blowingly positive numbers, what I noticed is that a lot of new buyers entered the token. That was because of the airdrop. And that's exactly what you want to see. You want to see an ever-growing investor base. You want to see that the number of new investors versus recurring investors is growing, because with a long-term growing investor base, the price tends to rather rise if tokenomics aren't too bad in the moment, which right now they aren't, right? The supply currently at least is steady. And so this is when the last video was published, and since then we went up by 50%. Now let's update those numbers. Let's see how long this rally can actually last. Are still first-time buyers outpacing regular investors? Let's first look at the number of token transactions per day. This seems to be declining in the last month, unfortunately. So the price went straight up in the last month. The attention and the transactions on chain did not. That's interesting, right? Because one might expect that there's a correlation between attention and price, right? The more attention there is on a token, the higher the price should go. This is not true for Pyth in the last month. But let's have a look again at the number of first-time versus recurring traders. This is when the last video was released, and since then, every single day, we still had more first-time traders than recurring traders, but the delta is shrinking. Yesterday, the difference between first-time traders and recurring traders was barely existent. And for the beginning of this day so far, the number of recurring traders outpaces the number of first-time traders. And so a lot of the natural momentum might now be lost. But not all hope is lost. There might be still some accumulation by the centralized exchanges. Because have a look at this, a lot of trading volume doesn't happen on chain anymore. It happens with Binance and with OKX. This is the spot market. And for the futures market, we are seeing even more notional value being traded. The market cap is 900 million. The trading volume of those two exchanges combined is only 250. So it's not yet manipulation kinds of volumes, right? This is normally when the trading volume in the last 24 hours is more than double of the market cap. This is not what we are seeing, so this is not necessarily manipulation, but we also don't see that much organic growth on chain anymore. So probably the centralized exchanges are buying up now to market make, to maybe in the future manipulate. So I'm expecting that the volatility, so the ups and downs in the price, are likely going to increase very soon in the future. Binance will try to manipulate the price, maybe first to the upside to then induce some short selling, then crashing it down, pushing it back up again. We'll see wicks in both directions. So I think the best way is to not set any stop losses here. You might consider a mental stop loss or a mental price target where to sell, but you definitely don't want to hardcode this into the system, because then Binance is likely going to wreck you. If you want access to this tool where you can plug in any Solana token, then feel free to check out the premium membership. It's thebitcoinstrader.com. Link is down below. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. There's also a free Telegram. Link is as well down below.